Have you ever wondered what are the events that took place during the period between the end of the Old Testament and the beginning of the New Testament? Is there anything that is known to have occurred? Let's start our intriguing journey through the silent years, the period between the Old and New Testaments, or as it is referred to, the Intertestamental Period. Though the Bible doesn't provide explicit details of this era, historical records and writings from this time offer a rich tapestry of events that shaped the world into which Jesus Christ was born. Let's dive into this fascinating period. The following are the events that took place during the Intertestamental Period. Our story begins at the close of the Old Testament with the book of Malachi, around 430 BCE. The Israelites had returned from Babylonian exile, rebuilt the temple in Jerusalem, and re-established their religious practices. However, a sense of longing and anticipation lingered as they awaited the promised Messiah. The rise of Alexander the Great. In 336 BCE, a young Macedonian king named Alexander the Great began his meteoric rise to power. By 323 BCE, Alexander had conquered much of the known world, spreading Greek culture and language far and wide, a process known as Hellenization. This had a profound impact on the Jewish people, as Greek became the lingua franca, and many Jews adopted Greek customs and ideas. The rise of Rome. The stage was set for another shift in power, as the Roman Republic expanded its influence. In 63 BCE, General Pompey conquered Jerusalem, marking the beginning of Roman domination over Judea. This brought significant changes, including the appointment of Herod the Great as king of Judea. Herod's reign was marked by grand building projects, including the expansion of the Second Temple, but also by political intrigue and brutality. The Hasmonean dynasty. Following their victory, the Maccabees established the Hasmonean dynasty, a period of Jewish independence and self-rule that lasted about a century. This era saw territorial expansion and religious consolidation, but also internal strife and power struggles. The Hasmoneans, originally high priests and warriors, became increasingly Hellenized, causing tension within the Jewish community. The Ptolemies and the Seleucids. After Alexander's death, his empire was divided among his generals, leading to the rise of two significant dynasties: the Ptolemies in Egypt and the Seleucids in Syria. The land of Israel found itself caught between these two powers, experiencing periods of relative peace and intense conflict. Under Ptolemaic rule, the Jews in Egypt thrived, leading to the creation of the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Hebrew Scriptures, in the 3rd century BCE. This translation was crucial as it made Jewish religious texts accessible to the wider Hellenistic world. Antiochus IV. Epiphanes and the Maccabean revolt. The Seleucid period, however, brought severe trials for the Jewish people. In 167 BCE, Antiochus IV Epiphanes, a Seleucid king, sought to enforce Hellenistic culture and religion upon the Jews, even desecrating the temple by sacrificing a pig on its altar. This sparked the Maccabean revolt, a courageous uprising led by Judah Maccabee and his brothers. Their guerrilla warfare tactics and fervent desire for religious freedom led to the rededication of the temple in 164 BCE, an event commemorated by the Jewish festival of Hanukkah. Religious and social developments. During these years, several religious and social groups emerged within Judaism. Pharisees, advocates of strict adherence to the Torah and oral traditions, influential in synagogues and among the common people. Sadducees, a wealthy priestly class focused on temple worship, often collaborating with Roman authorities. Essenes, a monastic group dedicated to piety and purity, possibly authors of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Zealots, revolutionary groups opposed to Roman rule, advocating for Jewish independence. The awaited Messiah. By the 1st century BCE, the Jewish people were yearning for deliverance from Roman oppression and the fulfillment of messianic prophecies. This fervent expectation created a fertile ground for the message of Jesus Christ, whose life and teachings are chronicled in the New Testament. As the curtain rises on the New Testament, the world is ripe for change. The Roman Empire, with its roads and common language, provides a backdrop for the rapid spread of new ideas. The Jewish people, longing for deliverance, are looking for a Messiah. It is into this context that Jesus is born, heralding a new chapter in the story of God's people. Though the Bible may be silent about these years, history speaks volumes, offering us a deeper understanding of the world into which Jesus came. By exploring this fascinating period, we gain insight into the cultural, political, and religious dynamics that shaped the New Testament era.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the silent years. If you found this story captivating and informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into biblical history. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.